Hey everyone, welcome back to another dividend investing video. Enough of you have expressed interest, so I'm making available my Google Sheets tracker for a 52-week investing challenge. I myself will be using this to track my weekly purchases of SCHD in my Roth IRA, but this can be used as a way to set an investing goal for yourself to build a position in any stock or ETF over the course of 2024, either by aiming to acquire a number of shares or investing a certain amount of funds. Either way, I have a solution to help you keep track of this and meet your goals. And I'm going to let this go out free of charge, not even asking for your email address. Today, I'm making a quick tutorial video on how to use this spreadsheet yourself. So let's get into it. I'm Nick, and this is the Dividend Growth Income Channel. Thank you for joining me today. I'm not a financial advisor or guru. I'm just a regular guy who wants to share my love of dividend growth investing and building financial independence with passive income. If you could, please do me a favor, smash the like button and subscribe to keep up with future videos. This helps us out more than you can imagine with the algorithm, so we can bring you more quality dividend investing content. Now guys, if you have any questions about this spreadsheet, I have my channel email in the document where you can ask me a question or let me know of any issues you find with it. But please, first, make sure you're not asking me something that I cover in this quick video. Now, a link to the spreadsheet is in the description. You will click on that, and it's going to bring you into Google Docs, Google Sheets. And when you open it up, you will see a page that looks something like this with the instructions, which I'm just going to go over with you in real time. The very first thing you need to do is make yourself a copy for you to work in. So we're going to go to File and choose Make a Copy. And then you can give it a name. Name it whatever you like. I'm going to call this my 2024 Investing Challenge. And then we're going to click Make a Copy. And now you have your own copy here that you can use for yourself. Like I said, you can track this one of two ways. We can either aim to acquire a certain number of shares, or we can aim to acquire a certain amount of cash in an equity or invest a certain amount of cash. For myself, I'm buying one share of SCHD every single week in my Roth IRA. So I will pick a shares-based goal. I'm going to select the share-based goal tab, right-click, and choose duplicate. And this will create a new tab. And what you're doing here is you're just preserving my original template in case something were to get messed up and you needed to start over, rather than messing with the original. So double click into this new tab, and this will allow you to change the name. And I'm going to call this Nick's SCHD Investing Challenge. Boom. So the idea on this page is we only want to edit cells that are in this light blue shade. So you can enter the ticker here that you want here in cell C4. I have SCHD here already. And this will populate in the share price. As for the annual dividend, this is one more part that you're going to want to add in and keep tabs on throughout the year. Over the last 12 months, SCHD has paid out $2.66, and each quarter this amount changes. It typically goes up. This gives you a more accurate read on your estimated annual income and the yield of the stock. So I don't need to change this right now. I already have it set for SCHD. Now, since this is a goal where I want to purchase a share every week, I'm going to put 52 shares in cell C10 here next to shares to purchase. And this will allow you to track your progress right here as you buy shares. Now, the only other place you're going to add any information here are in these columns. I have a row for each week of the year. So for week 1, that's between January 1st and January 5th, you'll enter the number of shares you purchased during that week and how much you spent. So let's say on January 2nd, I buy a share at $76.13. I mark it open. Is what it is today, right? So I'll add in in the shares in the share column and then $76.13 in the cost column. Then let's say a week later I buy another share at $75.52. So then I'll add 1 under the share column and $75.82 under the cost column. And you shouldn't need to worry about adding in dollar signs or anything. The formatting should handle those signs for you. And as you add this, you'll see the information changing over here. You're going to be able to track how close are you to your goal, the performance of your investment both in money and percent, and how much estimated annual income you're going to receive. It will also split your activity by quarter throughout the year, and I tested this out to make sure everything is showing up accurately. So nothing fancy, but I think this is a nice way to build towards a goal. You set a goal like this. I think tracking your progress is a great path to ensure success, and maybe push yourself a little further. Okay, so let's demonstrate this with a money-based goal. I want to say I have a goal to get $5,000 invested in VOO, the S&P 500 index. That's a great idea. To achieve this goal, you need to get nearly $100 a week invested, as we have 52 weeks in the year. To be exact, that would take $96.15. You could even set your goal to $5,200, but if you really set on that $100 a week goal, right? Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. However big or small your goals are, don't really matter. It's about making a plan and following through. So at this time next year, at the end of 2024, you've done something for your future. You are closer to your goals. And you need to be, guys, because time flies. It all happens so quick. Same with the share-based goal. I'm going to duplicate the money-based goal tab just to be on the safe side, leaving the original template intact and in place. I'm going to call this VOO $5,000 challenge. Just right-click, duplicate. All right. Here, I'll need to adjust the ticker. VOO, the annual dividend is at $6.36. Let's key this in. This gives shares a current yield of 1.46%. That's essentially the market yield at this time, as this is the S&P 500 index. Here's the difference between the share-based goal sheet. Here I have the goal as an investment amount. Again, this is formatted to show money, so you're not going to need to enter the dollar sign. I'm going to set a goal of 5,000. See, I just entered the numbers 5000, and it did that formatting for me. So the difference here is you're going to do a money-based investing goal. You're going to be buying fractional shares most likely. I can think of 3 quality brokerages that offer these right now. That's Fidelity, Robinhood, and M1 Finance. If you know of any others, feel free to leave those down in the comments. So let's enter the first few hypothetical weeks. Let's see, on week 1, I was going to buy $100 worth of VOO. Today, that would get me about 0.229 shares. And then let's say the next week, I have $75. So that would get me 1.72 shares of VOO. So then type that in and 75. And with those 2 purchases, that puts us 3.5% of the way to that ultimate goal of $5,000 invested. And that would bring you in $2.55 in dividend income in the next year, roughly. Now, these ETFs are a lot less predictable with their annual income, but there's no reason you couldn't use this to acquire a stock. Like Russ did something similar a while back with Pepsi, where he was buying 1 share every week, I think, until he hit 100 shares. By the way, for the money-based goal, the default goal of $1,378, this is actually a throwback to the original 52-week SCHD challenge, where you buy $1 the first week, $2 the second week, increasing your purchase by $1 each week until the last week you get $52 worth. That's why it's set to that amount as sort of a tribute to the original challenge you've seen on Twitter. Now, key points I'm going to repeat here, guys. Only edit the blue fields. If you change anything else, I can't guarantee it's going to work for you. You need to enter the annual dividend for whatever stock you're buying. This is easy to find on Seeking Alpha or any other financial site. But it is on you to keep up with that as it changes, to change it accordingly. I don't have it linked to anything pulling it. And as I mentioned, I do have my channel email in there, which you can find on my main YouTube page as well. So if there's something you think is broken, or you have a suggestion on how it could be made better for next year, send it my way. I'll just request that if you do have questions about this, make sure I didn't already cover it in this short video already, just to respect everybody's time. Also, feel free to send me periodic screenshots of your progress. I'll share them throughout the year when I do my own updates. You can use that same email. You can also hit me up on Twitter, aka X. I'm usually pretty responsive to DMs over there when I'm able to be. And if you use this sheet, I'd love to see how it goes for you. Thanks again, guys. Happy 2024. I hope all of you hit your investing goals in the coming year, whatever those are. And until next time, keep investing.